Got it.
Welcome everyone to Disability Dialogue, and welcome to our special guest Jax, who kindly cuts my hair. And she's done it twice for 2 acting gigs when I had to panically have shorter hair or Liza Minnelli hair. So I appreciate her for that. Or when I'm just in a hair rage and I need her to fix it. And she's become a friend who fills me with confidence. And I often think I just adore her and need to take some of all that she gives with me, and which is currently really important, because I just found out in my improv class that I am not very confident and I'm really shy in that class, which I didn't even realize was happening. And I think it was like a subconscious thing that I'm now going to have to be working with. So this is a good time to have this conversation. And I think that, you know, as a disabled person or a person in life in general, having confidence in this world just makes it easier to get through. And especially if you're going to be in the entertainment business, I think you need to be a confident person or it's going to chew you up and spit you out. She does pole dancing and burlesque, and she even said to me one time that I should come do a pole dancing class with her, and I was like, what? but then I realized there's actually a lot of disabled people that do pole dance and burlesque, and there's a huge community out there. There's a big convention of disabled burlesque dancers that meet every year in Michigan, I think, and I auditioned for them a couple of years ago. And one day I will definitely try to audition with them again. And so in researching this, because I thought there's probably not a lot of disabled people that think like, oh, burlesque and pole dancing, but I found that there are entirely blind burlesque shows and wheelchair pole dancers and all disabled male burlesque shows. And so if that's something you think you might be interested in, I'm sure Jax has plenty of information to give you. And it's actually one of my dreams to one day start a body positive burlesque show. And Jax will definitely be the first person I call when that happens. And I think that having allies like this when we want to do these kinds of things is great. So I'm going to start off with our opening questions for Jax, and then you guys can ask her anything you like. All right. So first question, what is one thing you wouldn't change about yourself?
One thing I wouldn't change about myself is just that, every day I just have to represent myself to, the best I can. And I just started dancing with no experience, just with a lot of fear, and I've learned to wash that away just because somewhere somebody likes what you're doing and appreciates it and hasn't seen it before. So I just like that I keep on trucking on my interests, even when it gets difficult or I haven't maybe seen it happen before. So just some resilience.
Excellent. And what would be your dream job?
As I've navigated through like learning new skills and finding out where I can actually showcase, inclusive pole dancing shows, I really wish I had more control over venues because I remember being a young teen and really wanting to go to concerts and being too young and just being like, my dream is to own a venue. And now I understand like the practicality of that. And it is really hard to find accessible spaces too, to host our events for dancers of different sizes and abilities, and bringing heavy equipment upstairs, and it's just, it's, what was the question? Sorry, I'm a stoner here.
What's your dream job like?
That goes back to the venues. And if I, it wouldn't be management because I have managed a venue and you still have no control. So it would be ownership of a venue. So I could have better control of of booking and creating a better client experience. But yeah, that just takes a boatload of cash to do, especially in California. So that is a dream job for sure.
Well, if I ever have the means, I will buy you a venue that you can have control over.
This is recorded, so watch out when you hit that.
Yeah, it's legal now. It's a legally recorded document. I don't know.
Yeah. That would be a dream. And thank you for bringing that up, because I actually haven't been inspired by that dream in a minute, because how I acquire funds right now is as a hairstylist,
Yeah. Yeah. What are the top 5 things you keep in your rehearsal/performance bag?
Oh, wow. So one is very specific to pole dancers, and it's called Dry Hands. And that is like a lotion that or an anti-lotion, like it makes you less slippery. It's like probably some alcohol and silicone base in it. And so that's a must. Also, I now have a mini USB fan that I think is pretty fun. It's maybe like a $5 item, and that really helps keep you not so sweaty and slippery. That's made me really comfortable, and even more comfortable in like crowded spaces to like have some airflow. So I love gadgets. That's a new one. 5 items. A vape pen, because I am a pretty strong advocate for marijuana and how that unlocks my confidence and creativity at times, for sure. So that's number 3. 4th item, I guess, it's a stage show, so we gotta have some lipstick. Go without a lot of things, but lipstick could be a lot of different things.
That's you could write
with it. It could be blush.
Yeah. My grandma has never worn makeup like a day in her life, except like her wedding and her high school graduation, but she loved lipstick.
Yeah. A powerful tool for any occasion, for sure. And so we're at number 5. It's got to be something practical. Honestly, this is like, we're here to make money, right? So either a QR code printout keychain that I have, or change. This is a tipping business, and you need to have change if you are a merchant of some kind. So yeah,
that is good to know. Yeah. Do you have any feelings, like, do you think that more disabled people should do pole or burlesque?
Absolutely. So my thoughts on wanting to enter stripping, burlesque, dancing, any dance art form is just because you haven't seen someone do it before doesn't mean you shouldn't try it. And it could be as easy as putting on one of your favorite songs and just rolling around in your bed, or trying yoga, or doing something that gets you in touch with your body. And that could, unlock a few things, whether it's pushing through pain, or, trying some breath work, or just enjoying a new song in a new way. There's just a lot you can do to just get started and have fun with it.
What advice do you have for someone to be more confident?
Yeah, there's no one like you, and that is amazing in itself. So you just have to remember whatever that one thing is that no one else has, and that's what you're going to lead with. And if it takes investing in yourself, whether it's a class or something to read, or whatnot, for whatever skill you're trying to refine, just pick something that's special and meaningful to you, and you'll want to tell people about it.
And what is the simplest beauty tip that you would give someone?
Glitter makes everything better.
I agree, like 100%. Yeah. It's my birthday on like Sunday, but we're celebrating on Saturday, and we're going to Tramp Stamp Grannies. I don't know if you've heard of that, but it's like
very LA cool, and
Yeah.
I think glitter and disco vibes.
I'm gonna cover like a lot. There's gonna be a lot of glitter involved, which everyone has to put up with because it's my birthday.
Right, and having a good reference, you know, it's like you don't have to come up with all the ideas, right? You know, just a good disco reference helps with, like, you know, you're gonna pull out a look. It will be great. It will be fun.
Yeah.
Happy early birthday. Happy early birthday.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Also to go back a little bit, I think anti-lotion is the funniest thing I've heard in a while. Oh my God. Anti-lotion, that's hilarious.
I was thinking that could be good.
Dries you out, so it's not lotion. What is it? It's solution.
I thought that could be good, like if I'm performing and my hands get sweaty and I'm holding onto my cane, like that could be useful, like for anyone. Like,
Yes. Chalk.
Yeah. It's like
did
chalk.
you use chalk?
Yeah.
No, I think we should stick with anti-lotion. Oh my God, that's amazing. I love that so much.
And I was looking for more solution for gripping aids, and someone was talking about this lotion called Corn Huskers lotion. I don't know what its origin is, but I ordered some off Amazon, and it's like a glycerin based type product, and it makes you kind of sticky. I don't know, you know, it's either anti-lotion or Corn Huskers lotion. It's not going to be glamorous everywhere.
Corn Huskers lotion. That's also very interesting.
We're all writing it
down. Oh my God.
Yeah, there's just, I mean, between dancing and running a hair care business, there's going to be lots of lotions and potions involved, you know, anti lotions.
Isn't husking when you like peel the corn?
Right. Someone's got to do it, Michaela. Someone's got to do it.
Well, I was gonna say that even that sounds a little like innuendo. I don't know.
I just heard of the remedies. I haven't looked up yet, like where they come from. So I got to go deep, find that out.
I don't think you'd want any anti-lotion in any innuendo situation, though. I think.
Okay, but Corn Huskers lotion, that sounds like...
Right. Real, I don't know, like, we're going to look it up.
I don't know. It just sounds... Well, I won't say what it sounds like because I don't want to get us in trouble on YouTube. But anyway.
It's fine.
But yeah, thank you for asking me that stuff. We produce shows, you know, in LA as Fantasy Suite, and we just had a really good show at Precinct in downtown LA, which is a great queer bar. And we're going to be in like North Hollywood at the end of July on Sunday the 30th at Universal Bar and Grill for like a drag pole night that'll be rock and roll themed. So that's the next thing we're working on. But yeah, I really appreciate you like chatting with me, keeping me on track.
Yeah. No, I appreciate you talking to us because
yeah.
Michaela, do you want to do burlesque and pole now?
Oh, for sure. I actually have some questions about that too. Well, also I wanted to ask, I know Kelly kind of told me how y'all met, but maybe can one of y'all talk about that, like how y'all met and became friends?
We technically met because Jax was giving away some record players that didn't work for free.
forgot about that part.
on like Craigslist,
wow.
and my boyfriend found it and was like, I think I can fix this. And so one of them he fixed, and it's our record player. And the other one I think we couldn't fix, or maybe he did and he like gave it to someone. But and then I was like, she said she cuts hair, and I was like, oh my gosh, like, would you cut my hair? And she's like, yeah, and because you get a pixie cut, like I can give you like a deal on it. And I was like, yes. And then it was during the pandemic, and I had gotten a modeling gig, and it's very hard to find women with pixie cuts in LA. So I have been hired many a times just due to my short hair, but they wanted me to have, because I think I had pandemic hair at the time, like, and so they wanted it short for this modeling shoot. And I like messaged her and I was like, oh my God, can you cut my hair? She's like, yes. And so we've been friends ever since. So, because I probably go get my hair cut every 6 months ish.
Right.
Like it's already like looking shaggy. So.
Well, yeah, I'm glad that you reminded me of the, oh, sorry, I had another call coming through. I hope it didn't. Am I still here? I'm still here. But yeah,
You're still here.
I'm glad you reminded me that I cleaned my house at one point. That makes me feel And yeah, but we've always bounced off a lot of creative performance ideas with each other. And that's been fun. That's been really fun.
I love that. And to go back to the hair cutter or hairstylist, and then how did you go from that into doing like burlesque and dancing and stuff? Like, how did you?
I mean, I do it all at the same time, you know. I would say, like, I mean, we've invested a lot in learning pole dance. And at one point, you know, I wanted to start performing and producing shows because I couldn't just join an existing show, you know, like it was really hard to break through. We had to do our own stuff. So, yeah, I mean, the hairstyling, it hasn't gone away. It's funded a lot of these passion projects. So, you know, luckily I get a mouthpiece to, like, you know, promote my events too. Kind of have to always have something going on.
Yeah, how did you get into burlesque and stuff? Like, did you like went to a show and you got into it, or?
Okay, yeah, I mean, I guess that's a good question, but I was about to turn 30 and I had two wonderful queer friends that I just met from Portland. And I just told them what I thought was one of my like darkest secrets, where I'm just like, my biggest fantasy is to be a stripper. And they're like, well, why aren't you? And I'm like, well, because I'm fat. And they're like, no, that's not a thing. Like in Portland, we have strip clubs that showcase all bodies, all types, all things. And I literally was just a stupid, like, it blew my mind. I was like, what? Like, what? I can do, you know, like, and it takes one person just being like, no, just do it, you know? And so if I can be that for someone too, just like it, yeah, like we've taken a lot of strides in body positivity, and people want to see different shapes and different abilities, you know? It's like, if they want to see something conventional, you can go to any strip club. They haven't evolved to showcase all types of people, you know? So yeah, you just got to start. And yeah, with OnlyFans or selling things direct, it's like, you just never know. You never know who wants to tip for your art and what you're working on or help you get there, you know?
They announced in my class the other day that OnlyFans is now hiring people to do comedy while being on OnlyFans. And we were all like, all right, maybe there's a place for us on there. Like, right.
There was actually a show in Chicago that I want to get on called Strip Joker.
Yeah.
Like, you've heard of it?
That sounds so fun.
Yeah, it's a body positive strip comedy show. And
would you do the stripping?
Yeah. It would be kind of it would be kind of hard for me because of the crutch in the microphone and the only having two hands.
Yeah. You'd be
Um,
like, get me a headset because
yeah.
I'm a diva.
But I asked, but then the pandemic happened and it hasn't come back.
Right, right. These things are very niche, like
There was so many things I'm like, oh, I wanted to do that, and then it's not there anymore.
right. Which a lot of these shows pivoted to online during pandemic, and that was a really powerful way to get a lot of new talent together. So I wish I want to start offering more streaming or live, tickets to our in-person shows too, just to get the accessibility better. Because you want to keep these things going. So in case the venue falls through, you can keep going. It's a lot. Yeah.
Nate, did you have like a costume planned? Like, did you have ideas as far as that went? Like, were you ready with a routine?
No, I had just like asked. It takes it's really, you have to know people to get booked. And I
How
think,
fun.
They need to bring that back. I feel like that would be really entertaining.
Yeah.
I like that concept.
hang on.
When I was so there's this big disabled burlesque convention every year in Michigan, and they did it the last couple of years over Zoom. And I was watching all these burlesque shows, and there were a few comedy ones where a lady did it to Lunch Ladyland, from Adam Sandler. And I was like, this is so fun and entertaining. And she had these giant balloons.
Oh, cool. I'm gonna look that up.
Trip joke or comedy.
I know some burlesque acts, it's really cool when they take on all these themes, and they do all these cinematic things, and people spend a lot on their costumes. That's why our pole dancing is it's definitely not as thought out as some of those shows.
But you did say you're doing a rock and roll theme or something?
Okay, you're right. Yeah, you caught me. I do love a theme. Yeah.
What other themes have you
done? We did Right and Dirty, and that was all country and dirty South jams. But yeah, this rock and roll one, I think we'll probably do one kind of contemporary song, so that could be emo or anything new, and then probably a classic rock song, like a Joan Jett song or something. But it's so fun. It's fun to have parameters that it makes you more creative.
Yeah.
That really fuels this is the love of music, and I just can't make music, so might as well dance.
Yeah, I feel like the music has to be a super important part, because you're either whether you're dancing or doing, pole dance or whatever, the music is important.
It is important, but I've realized because I've danced with people just starting out, and they have all these really personal songs in their head that they want to dance to, or what they think is sexy. And for when you're just starting out, it's crowd favorites are best. It's whatever just makes everyone sing along and shake their ass too. You're gonna just get paid more on. It's not a time to introduce someone to your most favorite song. That's intimate. That's for you. Just pick a booty shaker.
Have you found a song that you were I would love to do a routine to this, and then it just doesn't work?
Yes, it was Fergalicious. It's too long. Okay. But
so
I was
Celine Dion.
No,
song?
You could make things. You could twerk to anything, but
a crazy long 7-minute Celine Dion song.
Are just too long. Sometimes things are just too fucking long. Yeah, sorry. Yeah.
You're I need a shorter remix.
Yes.
Condensed.
Well, I've had so much fun chatting. I am gonna go do a hair appointment. So I need to sign off.
All right. Well, thank you for talking to us.
Yeah, thank you so much, y'all. It was so fun.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, talk again soon. Bye.
All right. Bye.
I think I'm done. Nope.
All right. And we record.